Hello everyone, I'm Coy Wire. This is CNN 10, your CNN 10, especially on a Your Word Wednesday. Listen to see if your vocabulary word helped us write today's show. We're starting today with news about thousands of cyclists who shut down roads during a late night quest for some dumplings in an ancient town in China. Many of them university students looking to travel and explore on tight budgets as China's economy is slumping. China, the world's second largest economy, has been struggling after years of strict pandemic restrictions and a real estate crisis drained local government reserves. At the end of last year, China had a massive hidden debt balance, just shy of $2 trillion. Officials are working to slash the debt to $320 billion by the year 2028. Officials across the country are burdened with growing debt, and some cities are now unable to provide basic services. The lack of money has left local governments with few resources to kickstart economic growth. So China's central government is stepping in with a stimulus plan that it hopes will give these local governments a boost. The country is going to spend $1.4 trillion to bolster its ailing economy. Local governments will be able to refinance their debt, lowering borrowing rates, and that will free up money which can then be used to spend on other things. While the central government focuses on managing local debt, analysts say it fell short of the amount of stimulus needed to boost growth. Investors, they were hoping the plan would include measures to boost consumer spending, a key part of economic growth, and stocks in China fell after the announcement. Meanwhile, job opportunities across the nation are more scarce. CNN's Will Ripley shows us students who organized and escaped from the anxiety of the slowing economy and a grim job market, and how the government responded.
Pedaling under the glow of streetlights, tens of thousands of Chinese students on a 40-mile impromptu adventure from Zhengzhou to the ancient city of Kaifeng. Students have been biking here for months, most joining for the thrill, some for the popular and juicy jumbo soup dumplings. Others just letting off steam under the intense pressure of finding a job. China's economy is spiraling. Youth unemployment is skyrocketing.
We wanted to take the challenge of riding a shared bike to Kaifeng City. We're only young once.
Some riders carry Chinese flags. Others sing the national anthem. State media even released this viral video, students chanting about their passion. Then came the crackdown. Authorities closed key bike lanes this weekend, citing safety and traffic concerns. Bike-sharing companies issued warnings. Some colleges restricted students from leaving campus. All temporary measures, police say. Authorities insist the situation became unmanageable. Traffic disruptions from abandoned shared bikes, massive youth gatherings, all of it happening in China, an authoritarian state led by a party that itself came to power with the help of mass movements, often led by students. From Tiananmen Square in 1989 to the COVID lockdown protests of 2022, large organized student gatherings rattle the ruling party's nerves, even if participants insist they are not political.
Now to the east coast of the United States, which has been no stranger to wildfire smoke the last few years. But now, thanks to historic drought conditions and high winds, firefighters in New York and New Jersey are putting out deadly blazes there. The Jennings Creek fire on the border of New York and New Jersey has already scorched thousands of acres across the state border. While rain over the weekend helped slow the fire's progress, dry conditions are expected to continue. CNN's Gloria Pazmino shows us how crews are working to contain the unprecedented fires.
From a New York City park to forests across the Hudson River in New Jersey, unprecedented fires are burning across the Northeast, fueled by strong winds and months without significant rain.
Never seen it like this before.
The Jennings Creek wildfire in New Jersey has scorched thousands of acres and is still going. Across New York and New Jersey, 600 wildfires have burned since October.
In my over 50 years of living here, this has been the most significant and probably most potentially dangerous situation I've seen or been involved in.
Daryl Vasquez, an 18-year-old Parks and Recreation employee, was killed Sunday while he was responding to a fire.
This is a very dangerous profession. This is a very dangerous incident that we have here.
Strong winds across the region have carried the heavy smoke across New Jersey and New York, leading to air quality and red flag warnings for millions of people. The water supply is also under strain.
October was one of the driest months we've had in recorded history.
A man was charged with arson after he fired an illegal shotgun believed to have sparked a fire in Jackson Township, New Jersey, prompting evacuations in surrounding communities.
My daughter and I, we packed up our important papers and all of our prescriptions and got the dog ready, and when they said go, we were ready to go.
Pop quiz hot shot. What is the name of the Italian volcano that buried the ancient city of Pompeii in 79 AD? Etna, Vesuvius, Lipari, or Stromboli? If you said Mount Vesuvius, put your hands up. It lies on the Bay of Naples on the southern end of Italy. It is typical for the famous ancient city of Pompeii to get loads of visitors, especially with Italy seeing record numbers of tourists traveling there during the summer season. Now, in order to preserve the archaeological site, Italian officials are limiting the number of tourists who can enter the city each day. CNN's Barbie Lazzanado shows us how the plan could make your visit there safer and more sustainable.
Starting November 15th, the site of Pompeii in southern Italy will start limiting visitors to just 20,000 a day in an effort to combat mass tourism and make this experience safer in the event of an earthquake, the site organizers say. The new regulation comes after a record summer of visitors with peaks of over 36,000. Visitors will also have to buy personalized tickets with their names on them, an effort to stop travel groups from buying up tickets to sell at higher prices. The changes are part of an effort to make important tourist destinations like Pompeii sustainable by focusing on the quality of the experience for the visitor rather than on the quantity of tickets sold. Pompeii was destroyed when Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD and is an ongoing archaeological dig with just 2/3 of the site excavated.
For today's story, getting a 10 out of 10, we're taking a trip to Hawaii where a kid got into a goat load of trouble. A baby goat clearly didn't have any kakarachiophobia when attempting to climb a cliff, and thanks to some friendly folks who had their hearts kidnapped by the bad situation, the daring baby goat is rescued thanks to their sheer determination.
This is the story of how a teeny tiny goat in Hawaii that rescuers said was unrescuable got rescued by some selfless and fearless amateur climbers. The small goat was spotted stuck on the cliff by residents in Oahu, but according to local news outlets, multiple response agencies said they couldn't rescue it due to its precarious location. That's when a group of determined locals rallied on social media.
I'm a sucker for baby animals, or animals in general. So I was like, we need to go get this goat.
So,
on our way to save little goat,
Govinda Hansen, her husband Ben, their buddy Caleb, and a host of others grabbed their climbing gear and scaled the jagged and steep terrain, making their way to the tiny tuckered out animal, which they tempted with patience and apples before making the grab. And with the goat got, the rescue operation was a success.
Look at this little goatie.
And now the little guy is safe and sound on level ground at an animal sanctuary. He's got room to run, a new name, Bala, and even his very own social media account.
All right, we want to give a shout out to our Your Word Wednesday winner. This one's going to Miss Lang's class at Seaford High School in New York for kakarachiophobia, an abnormal fear of failure. Thank you for all of your submissions for Your Word Wednesday. You are boosting, leveling up our vocab works. All right, keep it coming now. Shout out time goes to the Bulldogs of Edgerton High School in Edgerton, Ohio. Rise up. Thank you for subscribing and commenting on our CNN 10 YouTube channel. For your shout out requests, let's do it again tomorrow, shall we? I'm Coy Wire, and we are CNN 10.